Hello. Hey, we're on. Well, hey, everybody. It's 6 o'clock on Monday night. We're here at the stand office. As always, we'd like to thank Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services for allowing us to do this. And my boss and the company I work for, Stan, for allowing us to do this, and Mr. Trent Coffee. And this week's just a little different. If you read the title, I just wanted to take a little bit of time. We've been reaching out and finding more people to share testimony with y'all, because we know that y'all like to hear that. And we've got a few more lined up, but just this week we just didn't have anybody. And I think it'd be a good time for me just to talk for a minute. I don't know how long I'll be on here, to be honest with you. Don't know really a lot what we're going to say. But one thing I'd like to get out first and foremost is thank you, Scott County. Since the 4th of July parade, I was talking with Trent earlier today, and he said he'd been trying to get, people together to help the problems that we have here about addiction and substance abuse for 20 years now. And he said he's seeing a little bit of hope. And, we're starting to make a little bit of an impact, and we'd like to make a bigger impact. We'd like to do a lot more than we're doing right now. I've got a few appointments lined up next week to go talk about some people that might be adding some more services to Scott County to try to help those struggling, give more hope to the hopeless, and try to reach out and help as many people as we can. And, the reason we want to say thank you, Scott County, as I can see the BGA is already showing up. If you start seeing BGA, what that is that's the Butt God Army. And people say what they want to about it. People can laugh at it. People can think it's just a sign. People can think it's just some silly stuff that people say. And I know a lot of the people that might not be on board with us, some of the very people that will be on here watching, hearing every word we say. But really all that is people that care about other people. And we know we ain't perfect, and we try to reach out and help as many people as possible. Try to show hope and realize that we haven't always been how we are right now, and try to reach out and encourage as many people as possible. So starting off, we've always done the bracelets and stuff, and we went and had a few T-shirts and stuff done. And through the 4th of July parade, that's why my beard is coming back like it was. We had 340 people show up in that parade, wanting to make it known that people aren't out here alone. And I promise you today, I have heard many accounts of some drug use that's going on in this county. I've talked to families today, sending some of their family to treatment just today. I've talked to people that have discovered family members had started using drugs just today, and that's my day-to-day life. So you all don't get to see everything I get to see. I can't tell you about everything that I get to know about. Some of it you don't want to hear about. But we're out here trying to make a difference, and to do that, we all have to come together. This is not Randall Byrge doing this. I made a big list here just a few minutes ago, and I had two of these 2 pages of this yellow stuff filled out with names of people that have been trying to help us make a difference. And a lot of people, they just don't even want their names mentioned. They just want to be a help to people. But the reason we want to take the pictures and say the names is so everybody knows it's not one person out here doing this. There's a lot of people behind this and that really want to do stuff. Just talked to another lady today that said, hey, I want to be involved. And that's really what we're trying to get out there tonight, is who wants to be involved? It's that simple. My phone's going off right now. We don't care. Addie's over here playing in the floor. We take time out of our day to come on here and to try to talk to people and say, hey, Scott County, who wants to be involved? We can all say a whole lot of stuff, but who's willing to put some work in, join us, and try to help as many people as possible? I told the church this Sunday, we're not going to ever stop drugs from coming into Scott County. It's just not going to happen. So what we have to do is help people create a life that they don't need to escape from. The opposite of addiction is connection. If we could get our churches to get together and to let people come in and let's all work together to try to make a difference in this county, I promise you, I know for a fact it can be done because we've seen a small glimpse of what could happen. Just through all this stuff here with 340 people, we started off with a little banner that was on the back of my dad's trailer, and the people at KC Graphics seen that sign, and they said, hey, we want to sponsor that sign, and we want to put it up next to the highway so everybody can see that, because but God's just not for drug addicts. But God is for anybody that has ever had a problem that no one could fix. We had tried everything. We had turned over every leaf, but God was the only one that could fix it. So when they said they heard that, they wanted that saying on a sign, they put it up next to the highway. The next thing I know, I got a call from Jeremy West that said, hey, what's it cost to sponsor one of them signs? And that's something I'd never thought about. Me and KC Graphics had talked about just moving that one banner all over Scott County just every couple months to get the word out. Well, since that first sign being sponsored, we have now got up, you ready? We have got up 15 signs in Scott County right now that we have already got up. Bought, paid for, stakes in the ground, and working on getting solar lights put on them. Done had the donations for the solar lights. Now, I've got 3 more in my truck that I've still got to get off my lazy butt and get some of these other signs put up. And then I've got 4 more getting made right now as we speak. So right now, after we get done what everybody's already wanted to do, that's 22 signs going up in or around Scott County. 2 of those signs, I know 2 of the people live in Scott County. One of them is going to go to Jellicoe. One of them is going to go to Knoxville. And that's people that's coming together and is getting these signs and is saying, hey, everybody's got a problem. It ain't just drug addicts. Everybody's got a problem. So if we all could come together and help each other, whatever helped you come out of your situation might just help somebody struggling with drugs. The lady that helped me go to treatment, Miss Teresa Braden, has never done a drug in her life. But I promise you, that lady has made a big impact in my life. You see, you don't have to just be a drug addict or somebody in recovery to help somebody struggling. That lady helped me when nobody else would. My family had to set a line up and say, enough's enough, Randy. But there had to be somebody that come through and said, this is why they're doing what they're doing. And this is what you need, Randy. And help me pick myself up and head on the right way. So you don't have to just be a drug addict. If you've never touched a drug in your life, but you care about people, hey, we need your help. If you are in recovery, hey, I need your help. If you are somebody that can cook, I need your help. We need to do as much as we can because I honestly believe Scott County is close than they have been in a long time of wanting to come together to make a difference. If we could all just get over each other and our little bitty differences and sit in the same room. So tonight I want to put a challenge out to everybody watching. If you could put in the comments, now listen, I know that's a lot of work. I mean, I'm on here with my baby in the floor, got home from school, wanting to go home, wanting to play, and I take my time to sit here and say, hey, we've got us some stuff to do first, baby. And she knows, so she sits right here and is being as good. I never thought she'd be this good, but she's sitting here. How many of you could take the time out to go over here where it says comment and put BGA? It's that simple. Would you be willing to put BGA and count yourself on here that says, hey, I'm ready. If there's something I can do, I want to do something. Now, my feelings are really going to be hurt if there ain't but 4 people over there, but that's going to be okay. We'll take those 4 people, and we're going to try to do something with them. But we need as many people as we can get. I ain't putting a specific number out there because if everybody in Scott County join together, hey, we need all of them. We don't just need a few. We need everybody that says, hey, enough's enough. We've tried every other way. Let's all get together. Let's all sit in a room. Let's put our heads together and let's try to make a difference. Is there anybody out there that would be willing to do that? That's the challenge tonight. That's the question tonight. Is anybody willing to do it? I know this. I know a few people that have put their names down there. And if you don't have Facebook, but you know somebody that would be willing to help, give me a call. We don't need your money. We do not need your money. God takes care of all that stuff. I can't even begin to tell you how much God's took care of. We're not begging for money. We need people in seats. We need people to listen. We want to get everybody together and get everybody in the room to talk about how we can make a difference. Is there anybody out there willing to sit in a room together and try to help your neighbor? I read on Facebook earlier, Stan put something out that it's National Good Neighbor Day. It seems like every day is some sort of day today, but good neighbor. I mean, did God not ask us to love our neighbor as ourselves? Is that not what we're supposed to do? Not just the ones that are perfect, not just the ones that are cleaned up, but can we come together and sit in a room with each other? Can we stand each other for long enough to be able to say, hey, I might not be able to do much, but I want to do something. Can we do it? So, hey, I'm going to shut this thing off. I'm going to try to stay off of Facebook tonight, and we're just going to see what happens. If 4 or 5 people put BGA, then that'll be fine. We'll use 4 or 5 people. We've already made a difference. We've already got probably 30 people that are already in on this thing that I know I could call and ask for anything. I had people at the church I spoke to this week said, Randy, if you need something, call me. And I said, I'll never call and ask you for money. I just can't do that. I'm not going to do that. That's not what we need. But what we do need is for our community to come together. Let's pick a day and get in a room together and let's just talk about it. Let's just get it out there, talk to each other. My ideas are not always right. I'm probably wrong more than anybody else. I'm not one of these people that think that I've got it all figured out. I know I'm wrong on things. I know I am. But I want to try. So, Scott County, can we come together? Is now the time that we come together and try to make a difference? Hey, I love every one of you. I'm going to hop off here. We're going to go get Addie some hippie stuff for Hippie Day tomorrow and spend time with my little girl. But Scott County, no matter what, no matter if one person gets on here, I love you. I thank you for all the support you've given me so far. And we'll see you next week. We've already got somebody lined up that's coming in. I've got the next 1, 2, 3, 4 Mondays lined up, somebody with a testimony. So tonight was just the time to be able to get together and say, hey, let's do something else. Let's do something bigger. Lester Roloff said, I want God to do something so big that no man can take credit for it. Randy don't want no credit for nothing. If I'm not allowed to the meeting, that'll be fine with me. If everybody says, if Randy will stay gone, we'll all show up, hey, Randy will stay at home. I just want you to get together, come together, love on each other, and let's try to figure out the best way we can to try to help these people. I love every one of you. We'll see you next week.